everybody, and welcome to episode 2 of Life After England with Tottenham Hotspur. Today we travel to Old Trafford to take on Manchester United. As you can see, we have had a very good start to the Premier League season, and hopefully we can continue it. Let's wrap up the rest of the summer transfer activity. So there was a little bit of business coming in and a little bit of business going out as we ended the transfer window. So Byfield, Lucy, Abbott and Dorrington have gone out on loan, as has Dominic Solanke to Mallorca. The biggest transfer out the door on deadline day was Xavi Simons. He has joined Manchester City for £50 million, which will eventually rise to 59 million. Wanted to play Champions League football, and it's made up a bit of a gap that we wouldn't have had we not sold him. So we've got some money to spend in January should anyone crop up or anything need to be changed, i.e. a goalkeeper. So yeah, let's have a look at the two players that have come in. And the first man in the door is Alex Scott from Bournemouth for a fee that will eventually rise to £90 million. Bournemouth stood very firm on their number, and I was like, oh, okay, I wanted to get him for sort of 65, 70. So we've kind of played it over a longer game in terms of, you know, we'll pay a little bit now, we'll pay a little bit next season, and so on and so forth. So yeah, it'll eventually rise to 90. He's worth it because he is going to be one hell of a player if he carries on at this trajectory. And the last man in the door for now, at least, is Ilay Zubani. He has come in from Paris Saint-Germain for a fee of £35 million. Obviously, decent defender, Ukrainian international, was with Bournemouth, so has Premier League experience. He ticked a number of boxes for me and has shored up a backline that needed a bit of steel, and we've got that now. The transfer window as a whole was quite insane in the Premier League. So, biggest transfers, Nico O'Reilly going to Chelsea, Christian Romero went to Liverpool, Moise Kean went to Manchester United. Kylian Mbappe went to Manchester City. They sold Erling Haaland as well. Goodness me. Even the likes of Brighton spent £38 million on Lavia. They sold Benabi for 78. Xerxes went to Everton. Giovanni Lo Celso went to Fulham. And, you know, when you look at, like, Tyler Fletcher going to Crystal Palace for £8.5 million, there was, what, £1.42 billion spent during the summer. Crazy money, crazy transfers, and it kind of left me catching my breath. As has our start to the Premier League season. So following the win over Crystal Palace last time around, we beat Fulham on penalties in the Carabao Cup second round. Kinski was the hero, saving 2 penalties in the shootout. Then we demolished Wolves by 7-1. 2 for Cody Gakpo, 2 for Dejan Kulusevski. Kudus, Moore and Harry Kane bringing down that number again as we scored 7 goals at Molineux. And we scored 5 at Anfield as well. Kudus, Kane, 2 for David, 1 for Moore. Just the 2 against their near neighbours Everton. Archie Gray and Harry Kane continuing his scoring run, as he would continue it with 2 goals at Portman Road, and Zabruni with the other goal. And then we beat Bournemouth last time around. Harry Kane with the opening goal, Cody Gakpo with 2. So Harry Kane is on fire so far this season. He's up to 221 Premier League goals. If he carries on at this pace, he might well get it done this season. As going into the 3 o'clock games on this Saturday afternoon, we are the last unbeaten side in the Premier League. 5 wins and a draw so far for us. Liverpool tucked in behind us on 15. Chelsea also on 15. 13 for Manchester City and Arsenal. 12 for Fulham. 10 for Manchester United, Aston Villa and Nottingham Forest. But those other 2 have already played this weekend. Down at the bottom, 2 sides without a win to go. Burnley and Norwich. Wolves picked up their first win last time around. And West Ham not having a decent start to the Premier League season. Shucks. So, Old Trafford, not a place that Tottenham like to go, at least historically. In recent years, it's got better. Can it continue to do so? Let's find out. So here are the two starting lineups as Lamen starts in goal for Manchester United. Dalot, Yoro, De Ligt, Gutierrez, Mainu, Wharton, Ahmed, Tillman, Rashford with Moise Keane leading the line for them. Jet Spence on the bench as well. As Kinski starts in goal for us. Savannah, Zabani, Van der Ven, Karasis, Bergval, Scott, Gray, Kudus, Gakpo with Harry Kane leading the line. So he's up to 221. Will it be 222 today for Harry Kane as he looks to close in on Alan Shearer? We will find out in due course. Old Trafford, the theatre of dreams. The theatre of nightmares normally for a Tottenham fan. As I say, in recent times it's got better in real life. Can we continue that today, or will we go back to the 1990s and the early 2000s when we used to lose quite regularly at Old Trafford? Fans, I don't think I saw us, at home at least, in person, till about 2013, I think was the first time I see us beat Manchester United, which is crazy when you think about it. My second game was a home game against Manchester United. We beat Everton on the Tuesday night. We lost to Manchester United 1-0 at the weekend. Teddy Sheringham missed a penalty. Steve Bruce scored for Manchester United. That's how long ago that was. Two sides that have probably had polar opposite starts to what they were expecting. Manchester United with just the 10 points so far. I say just the 10. 6 points behind us at this stage. Behind for an early corner. We have had a tremendous start. That ends with the roll to Yoro. Plays it through midfield. Tillman on the turn. Plays Ahmad. Looking over the top for Moise Keane. I mean, he's got the pace in behind. Kinski's come out. And is it a goal for Manchester United? No, it doesn't look like it. Oh, or is he just... I've no idea. VAR check? No. No need for one. Okay. That's a bit disappointing, isn't it? What happens here? Well, they just play the long ball over the top. To be fair, we get caught out by it, which is even more frustrating. It is just literally punt into midfield. Turn from Tillman. Onto Ahmad. And a ball through the centre. Yeah, he's miles onside. Okay, we're going to drop 5 yards, I think. That's probably the easiest thing to do. Kinski not covering himself in glory there. And we're behind at Old Trafford. Shock horror. Right, in possession, out of possession. Defensive line, standard. Move it back a little bit, please. Let's see if we can get ourselves back in this game. Not been behind that often this season. Gakpo has got the ball. Correas. Trying to come down. Ooh, okay. He came down the side, turned back on himself, and then lost the ball. Very, very silly. Alex Scott taking it away. Might go for the shot. Does go for the shot. Poor effort. As the ball is played to Scott. Looking for Gakpo. Keep it in play, Cody, if you can. And he does. Can he get beyond his man? He can't. He'll get a second go at it, though. Ball into the penalty area. Looking for Scott. Mainu beats him to it. And Savannah picks it up. Needs a bit of movement in front of him. He finds Mohamed Kudus, and Kudus goes for the shot. Another wasted effort. Yeah, I'll go with that. The international break may have come at the wrong time for us. We certainly seem like we're a little bit slow, although Ahmed is down off the ball. Are we going to carry on? We are going to carry on. Looking for Kudus, behind for a throw. No, out for a throw. Not behind for a throw. And Ahmed has stayed down. Might be good news for us. Plays it short into Correas. Looking for Gakpo. Round the corner for Kane. Trying to bring the other teammates into it. Kudus picking up the ball. Now somebody's got to get in the box. And Cody Gakpo has got in the box. There are a few in there now. He finds Alex Scott, who finds the keeper, unfortunately. Ball into midfield. Ahmad picking it up. Trying to get away from Scott. No, just gives it straight to him. I mean, we'll take that. Starting to get a foothold in the game. Starting to make Manchester United think. Starting to get our passes together. Just got to keep it going. Get ourselves level, and then we can think about winning the game. That is the plan. Archie Gray with the ball. Can he find a teammate? He will try to find Mohamed Kudus. Picked up by Gray again. Are you onside, Archie? Is what I'd ask. I mean, don't keep playing it back to him, because eventually he will be offside. As, ooh, Kudus with the shot. De Ligt with the block. Behind for a corner. Much, much better though. And that drop of 5 yards seems to have done the trick. At least from an attacking sense of Manchester United. They can't find that ball in behind. They ain't going to play it, are they? And it just allows us to get on the ball. And that's what we want to do. Get on the football. Harry Kane keeps control of the ball. But you're all coming one way. And maybe he could have played the advantage. I mean, if you're not going to book him, I'd have played the advantage. There was 2 standing over the ball there. Not I'm telling Sam Barrett how to referee a football match, but I'm telling Sam Barrett how to referee a football match. Probably not the first time, it won't be the last. It's the trouble with coming back to England, you know, all these bloody referees, you see them week in, week out, and they're just as bad at performing in-game as they are in real life, some of them. Just coming up to half-time, it might have to be a half-time break and regroup job today. We'll see where we go. As the ball is looking for Kane. Has he stayed onside? He's got there first. Can he win it? No. The offside flag went up anyway. Harry Kane, pace of 10. I mean, he got there first, to be fair to him. Right on half time. Needs to find a teammate this one. Ball into the penalty area. Can he find one? No. He can find Alex Scott on the edge of the box though. Will he find a goal? He won't. He'll find another corner. It's Crystal Palace all over again. Corner's starting to flow. We are into 2 added minutes at the end of the first half. And that is half time. Manchester United lead by a goal to 0. They won't be too disappointed with that. 1 shot on target, 1 goal. At the moment, we will not be staying top of the Premier League table. So we have to address it. Are we going to address it at half time? Do we look at Cody Gakpo on a 6.5? Having not great conditioning. So we are. We're going to bring Dejan Kulusevski on. And then we're going to swap them round. That works a lot better. Out of possession. Make sure they're on the right side. Yeah, brilliant. Okay. We've been the better side. I think we have. Since going behind, we've been the better side. First time I've really seen Cody Gakpo struggle in a game since he's arrived. That's why you have options. Obviously, there's plenty of money to go around in January as well if we want to strengthen. Didn't find the players we were looking for at the end of the window to kind of strengthen the goalkeeping area particularly. We were definitely thinking about getting one. And then, yeah, just decided against it in the end. He doesn't need to give out a foul there, does he? Doesn't need to. The ball's going out of play. It's a needless yellow card. As the ball is with Yoro. Don't think it's going to be used today. My little graphic. Because I think he's probably going to come off in the next 10 minutes or so. Rashford with the ball. Trying to get beyond Archie Gray. Gets inside of him and a good save from Kinski. Brian Mbeumo is on for Ahmad. I think we're not getting the ball to Captain Kane. So it might be time for him to take a rest today. At least Kulusevski finding him. Can he make something happen? We're going to keep him on for now. Alex Scott trying to drive in behind. Needs a bit of support. Finds it in Correas. Finds Dejan Kulusevski. Gets the shot away. Good save from the goalkeeper. We might bring on Jonathan David and take off Kudus at this point. What do we reckon? Or are we better to bring on another striker in place of Harry Kane? Because, as I say, even at 35, he is performing miracles. He is dragging this team forward, as he invariably did when he was with us. He would be the man to look to. Oh, that's a poor pass. And that's a silly foul to give away. And another card coming? Yeah, another card. Goodness me. Right, 25 minutes to play. Yeah, I do think we see the back of Kudus today. We'll get Jonathan David on. We'll say to him, be a winger, stay wide. Yeah. Or do we say to him, actually, no, I want you to come inside. No, I want you to come inside. So we're going to take off Savannah and we're going to bring on Dominguez. It's a decent change to make at this point. Do we bring on a bit of creativity in the middle of the park? Yeah, we're going to bring on James Maddison for Alex Scott. I think is another change to make. See if we can make it work from here. Tillman with the throw. Come on, we need a point from here. I don't want to lose the unbeaten start at Old Trafford. Ball. Oh, Kinski turns it around the post. Claws it away. Marcus Rashford with the corner for Manchester United to potentially wrap this up today. Ball over the top. Header over the bar. Jed Spence is on, as is Mr. Heaven. Making a bit of a nuisance of himself. Coming inside. Leaving a few behind. Not really doing anything with it. Ball into David. Will he get a shot away? He will. It's a bit of a daisy cutter though. I think the Manchester United player had something to do with that. Right, I'll tell you what we are going to do. We are going to put Jonathan David down the middle. Enough of this shenanigans. Let's go 2 up top. You have got the license to get forward. Don't move into midfield. Stay wide. Gets further forward. Alright, he's already a wing back. That's fine by me. Take off Lucas Bergvall at this point and bring on Pat Matasar. And Buemo down and out, it would seem. Took him long enough to get on. Crikey. I mean, he's done. Just pick him up. Roll him off. Do what you have to do. Yeah, Pat Matasar's already on. I've already made that change. You don't have to worry about that. Correas up the line for Maddison. Filling in on that left-hand side when we can. He's got the capability. Can't beat a man, though. Can't be Manu picking it up. Playing it inside. Tillman. In towards Moise Keane, who's got the only goal of the game so far. And he's brought down by Archie Gray. It's been a bit of an ill-disciplined performance from us today. We've been much better than this up until now. Can we find an equalising goal, or will Manchester United seal it here? No. Counter-attack. Go. Archie's got it, is he? No, flags up on the far. We've still got the ball! So allow them to get back behind the ball. That's frustrating. I will say that. That is incredibly frustrating. That's twice that we probably should have just gone. Yeah, let's go. Tottenham have got the ball. And we haven't done it. Sarr with it. Looking for the ball. Looking. Oh, it's an interesting idea. Oh, and then Maddison brings down Tillman. And now you play the advantage. I have no idea why they're getting the advantage and we don't. As Correa's trying to pick the ball up. Kobe Mainu carries on. Kinski with the save again. I mean, we're going to put James Maddison there and just do that, I think. Don't really need him in the pocket. Perhaps move on to positive as well. We've got control of the ball. Got to find a goal, though, folks. Otherwise, it is going to be 1-0 to Manchester United. And it's going to be very frustrating for me. Dominguez with the throw to try and turn it around. Say, a point won't be a disaster. We'll remain unbeaten. The time is ticking away. David might win the header and does! Oh, hang on. No. Didn't look offside to me. I mean, he jumped in front of the defender. Should be fine. And is going to be. Level. Thank God for that. 89 minutes on the clock. We might not remain top, but we will stay unbeaten. Archie Gray with the ball in. And Jonathan David, the man that equalises off the bench. Told you, move him into a central position. He can score goals. And he will. Now, we've got 8 minutes. Can we win the bloody game? The life of a Tottenham fan. My friend, Mr. CT Artez, always says to me, I'm never satisfied. And no truer words have been spoken than what I've just said about trying to win this game. I should be happy we've got a point, but I'm not. I want another one. Ball in. Maddison with the shot. It's a poor effort. So, Manchester United hanging on a bit at the end. I mean, we haven't reverted back to what we were doing beforehand. I've kind of just said, you know, we might as well carry on. We are in the ascendancy. Will Manchester United make me pay? No, because Pat Sarr's tried to take Malik Tillman out with a clothesline. And he hasn't booked him for that. Love it. Are we going to get one more opportunity? I don't think so. Not at this point. Rashford with the ball. Kulusevski might pinch it. Tillman will play it inside. Heaven will play it on to Rashford. Dominguez right in front of him. Just got to deal with it. Sends it back to the goalkeeper. Come with it. And we'll take our point and we'll go home. We haven't played well today. That is fair to say. So 1-1 is the final score. Manchester United were 9 minutes away from winning the game. But Jonathan David off the bench doing what Harry Kane couldn't today and scoring a goal. So the rest of Saturday's results are in. So Brentford beat Brighton by a goal to nil. Chelsea beat Wolves 4-1. Liverpool go top after winning 2-0 against Ipswich. There's our draw with Manchester United. Fulham beat Crystal Palace by 4 goals to 2. And Newcastle beat Manchester City 3-1. So yeah, an interesting weekend so far with a few more teams to play. So we remain unbeaten, but we drop to 3rd as a result of Chelsea and Liverpool winning. But it is very early days. Fulham up to 4th. Well done to them. Obviously, with Arsenal yet to play, that might not last long. They might go to a point behind us if they win on Sunday. But yeah, an early season table starting to take shape. So, what we are going to do, we're going to take on West Ham, we're going to take on Nottingham Forest, we're going to take on Brentford in the Carabao Cup, we're going to take on Newcastle, Burnley, Aston Villa, and we're going to come back for the home game with Chelsea at the end of November, because that rivalry goes way back to the 60s. Yeah, they don't like us, we don't like them, and it is very much, yeah, that. And remember the 5th of November, for those that know it. For those that don't, Tottenham beat Chelsea for the first time in 30 attempts on November the 5th, 2005. And it's a memory that lives long in my head, at least. So yeah, West Ham obviously is a big game as well, but we'll come back to the trip to the London Stadium later in the season. And hopefully they'll still be down the bottom. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you've enjoyed it, please leave a like on it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And I'll see you next time. Goodbye.